Okay, good afternoon, parents and ninjas. Today we're going to talk about subtracting mixed numbers where we need to regroup. So I already posted one video on our class story that showed one way to do it. This is a way that we learned in class. So this is my first video. If there's any problems, please forgive me. I'm going to do a better job next time, most likely. So we called this strategy, we came up with this as a class, Awesome SMN Regrouping. So SMN stood for subtracting mixed numbers. So let's look at our first example here. Let's say we have a problem of 4 1/4 subtract 2 3/4. So immediately, mathematicians, we notice that we don't have enough fourths to take 3/4 from 1/4. So we have to borrow or regroup. So if we look at our first mixed number, 4 1/4, we need to borrow 1, just like when we borrow normally in subtraction. So we borrow 1 from our 4, show it with a number bond. So we take 1 away, and now we have 3. That 1 we borrowed from our 4, we need to turn into a fourth. So how many fourths equal 1? 4 fourths. So now we have 3 4/4. That equals our 4. That's what our number bond shows. Now we can't forget about that 1/4. That was a part of our original mixed number. So we need to add that to our regroup number. So 3 we have as our whole number. 4/4 plus 1/4. Now we have 3 5/4. So what we just did is we found that 4 1/4 regrouped to an equivalent mixed number with an improper fraction is 3 5/4. So now that I've done that, I can check. Do I have enough fourths to take 3/4 from 5/4? Absolutely. So I'm ready to subtract. So I go down and I rewrite my problem. So now 3 5/4, which we found was equivalent to 4 1/4, we're taking away 2 3/4. So I rewrite my problem. So now let's do our whole numbers first. 3 subtract 2 equals 1. 5/4 subtract 3/4 equals 2/4. And if you really want to challenge yourself as a mathematician, you can look at your fraction and see if you can simplify it. We know that 2 and 4 are both divisible by 2, and that 2 is half of 4. So we know that 2/4 is also equivalent to 1/2. So 1 2/4 also equals 1 1/2.